good, yo? What's good? We back in this bitch. Regularly scheduled time shit. Speak Ya Clout Podcast. As always, it's one Mike says. Got my brother, Coach Chillin' by the ways of the West Coast in the fucking building. Got Vod Crack, Northern Ireland.
Yo, what's up, everyone?
Goody. Mobility One in the house. On his alter ego Hulk Low in the fucking building. The nigga might be from Compton or something. You know what I'm saying?
Cali Pop.
Yeah, man. This is a dope idea. We doing top 10 West Coast hip hop albums, man. And what inspired me was the homie down there. I'm not gonna say what he had, but he said his top 3 West Coast hip hop albums. My nigga Mobility. And one day Bob's like, let's just do a top 10. And Rick's like, yeah, let's do it. So
Yeah.
that's what we're gonna do, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm very excited for this. We are back. Your boy took a month and some change off. I had to get my head straight, man. That's more important than this shit. So I'm just glad we're in the building, man. And we're gonna start it off. It's gonna go Rick, Steve, Ross, and myself. I'll be the last nigga to go. So
Clockwise.
yeah,
Right.
from the West Coast, you gotta have the West Coast homie go first. You
I
feel me?
respect
Yes, sir.
that. I appreciate
Yeah.
that. Fuck it, let's kick it off, y'all. Number 10. This album, when it hit, it made noise, and it still makes noise to this day. He changed the sound of the West Coast for a bit. We're going with Kendrick. We're going with K Dot. Good Kid, Mad City.
Yes, sir.
Don't even have to say much on this one, man. This one still hits to this day.
I want special, man.
Yeah,
The whole storyline.
you know,
man.
wasn't his first album, but his major debut, and he roars with that one. And it's still like you'll hear that at Dodger games, Laker games, and everybody loves K Dot out here.
What's your joint on there? Like, what's your go-to? You can pick more than one if you want. Can y'all hear me?
So,
I can hear you.
yo, yeah, I can hear you. I think there was a delay. We good?
Yeah, we Gucci.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah. So
Okay,
what's your
okay.
joint on there?
For me, Art of Pure Pressure is
I
one
was
of my
gonna say that.
favorites. Mad
Yeah.
City, MC8. Oh, MC8. It was dope to see Kendrick bring an OG on there. That he had Dre on there, but he brought MC8, and it was just fire.
Yeah, that's my shit right there. He killed it.
What the hell's going on with my man?
Want back out, come back in? We'll hold it down.
Yeah. My
Yeah.
bad, gentlemen.
No,
My
do your
bad.
thing. Things happen, bro. It's all Gucci, my nigga.
No, you go. It happens, man.
Yeah, hold it down. Let's talk a little bit about Kendrick. It's not on my list, but I fucking love that album. There was some fucking nerd that used to brag about Kendrick all the time, and I kind of got sour on the album. That's what I'm talking about. But I fucking
Yo,
love
we
that
good?
album.
Can you hear me better?
Yeah, we look better. Yeah, it's
Okay.
Oh, lovely.
Yo, real talk on this though, man. Swimming Pool was a hit. We still drink to that one. Poetic Justice with Drake, produced by Scoop DeVille. Same with The Recipe. That was Scoop DeVille, Kid Frost's son. If y'all know your West Coast stuff, to hear the only complaint is that there wasn't really Dre production on it, but it was an Aftermath album, But Kendrick knows how to put together an album, and though this is the bonus version, the regular version was just 11 tracks, which I appreciate. We don't need 20-some tracks all the time, Only certain artists can pull that off. So keep it simple, and the story this one told. You close your eyes, you listen to it. It's a movie. He's telling the whole story.
Yeah.
It was very cinematic. So big ups to Kendrick, Good Kid, Mad City.
That Recipe, that woman, weed and weather. Woman, weed and...
That's still an anthem out here, man.
Yeah.
Was Dre the executive producer for the album?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So,
Yeah, it's an Aftermath album,
All right,
not the TDE.
All right, Steve, what you got, brother?
all right. So my number 10, like I said, this list is in no particular order. So we're gonna go to Richmond, California. We can go with my favorite Master P album, 99 Ways to Die, 1995. I'm jealous of both of y'all because y'all have the one with the 2 guns. I want that one, but I'm okay with the one I have. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Like my brother, Mike, his brother right here, right next to me, he said that on the Ghetto's Trying to Kill Me album, he redeemed himself as an MC. Like as far as like he's gotten better with his rhyming and like he was in pocket and things like that. This album's no different. To me, definitely like his darkest album. You got songs like 17 Reasons, Dead Presidents, Bullet Got No Name, Play with Game, the self-titled track, Whole Games, love that shit. The 1-900 Master P. I mean, you got some ESK in the production, Al Easton on my Bay Area heads. If y'all, to your Bay Area shit, like Al Easton, he's definitely an influential producer out there. Yeah, very dope album, man. It is out of print, but as far as like his releases, it's his least expensive. But the version I want with the two guns, that's very expensive. It's very pricey. But the one I have, which I think is like the reissue, that tends to go for like the $20 range. But if you could get your hands on it, I highly recommend it. And that True album by True that came out in 1995 is what made me a fan of No Limit and Master P. So I had to put that in there. Even though yes, he's from New Orleans, but I mean, the work that he put in the Bay Area, you can't knock that. So I had to put that in there. So that's my number 10, 99 Ways to Die for Master P.
I'm not mad at that at all, bro. I'll never forget when I ordered that, and instead of getting the cover with the hearse, I got him with the fucking guns out. And I was like, oh, shit.
That's the come up right there, man. That's crazy.
And I remember Rick copped it. Rick's like, you made me buy that shit. He said, yeah.
That was 2015, right, Mike, when you got that, 2015?
No, I met y'all, Rick around like 20. I got it early then, yeah, but I think I posted and Rick seen it.
Okay.
Yeah. 2018.
Got you.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so my number 10, I'm going for the Bay Area as well, and I'm going to Oakland. 1997, this is my favorite West Coast album from 1997, 3 Times Crazy, Stacking Chips.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, shit.
I love this album. I think it's stellar from top to bottom. It starts off the song Sick of La. Love that. Love a lot of the production on here is all like really, really smooth. You got Tone Capone all over it. Tone Capone being most famous for doing I Got 5 on it for the Loonies. And of course, Loonies, they were label mates with 3 Times Crazy. They were both on New Tribe. And, the Loonies pop up on the album as features as well. You got Drew Down on there. You got E40. You got Seagram. And it's just a really, really dope album. And love the production all the way through. Super smooth, super dope. And the 3 MCs, you know what I mean, just very unique, of their styles. Keep the Sneak, he came in with that kind of chopped up flow, which was very different for the time. No one sounded like that back then. And you had BA, he had that kind of lispy kind of flow. And then Adrian, man, he's my favorite member. You know what I mean? He's just a straight spitter. And really dope album. The big single off it was Keep It on the Real. Fire, also Ghetto Soldiers, that was a single as well, uses the Marvin Gaye sample. Love that song too. And it's just a really dope album. In the Name of Rain, that's produced by Ant Banks. And really dope album all the way through. Pistols Blazing, which is like a really like hard cut featuring Yuckmouth and Drew Down. Yuckmouth is like, we're leaders of the new school, but we don't bust rhymes, we bust nines. You know what I mean? Just overall, the entire album is dope. No misses on there. And definitely check it out if you guys haven't. Stacking Chips, 3 Times Crazy, 1997.
If I was still hunting CDs like that, it's one of my most wanted albums for sure. I love that fucking album. Shout out to Bob, put me on.
Stupid money.
Yeah,
I'm lucky to have that one.
Crazy.
It does go for crazy money. I got it. It's a great album. They just released a vinyl for it too.
I seen that.
That's dope.
I think it was Get On Down. It might be a Fat Beats, one of them too. I seen it. But yeah, man, my number 10.
Rat Bay.
Rat Bay was. What? All right, number 10 for me.
Yeah.
There's no way in hell I can leave this album off at all. You're going to Crenshaw and Slauson. Man, this dude dropped mixtape after mixtape. And when the album came out, I was just fucking floored. So on Nipsey Hussle Victory Lap. I can't leave this off there, man. Yeah. I can't. When I heard this shit, I was motherfucking mesmerized. rap niggas. Oh my god. We the no limit of the West, nigga. Master P at his best, nigga. Jiggle with the rollie in the vest, nigga. Oh, come on, bro. Just amazing. Last time that I checked the YG, dedication with Kendrick, Blue Laces too. Just amazing. Like I said, he dropped, the Crenshaw, Lost and Void 2, the Mailbox Money, just all these amazing mixtapes that sounded like albums. And he dropped his, major label debut in 2018, and it didn't fucking disappoint at all. I just love this album. It's a classic. I was saying that when the nigga was living and breathing, I was saying this was a classic. Not because he's deceased, that's some corny shit, but love this fucking album. My favorite song on here, it's very tough because they're all fucking heat rocks, but probably that Real Big with Marsha Ambrosius, man. Something
Classic.
about that, Nighttime, Loke song, fucking young bitches by the folk song. Come on, man. It's a masterpiece of an album. It's a 5 mic classic, and R.I.P. Nipsey. I couldn't
got
leave
the
it off
Grammy.
there. It's amazing. Like I couldn't leave that off there, man. So there you go. Victory Lap 2018. Yeah.
Hell yeah. I'm up next. Good. Is there a delay still?
Nah.
All good.
No, you good.
No, all good. All right.
No.
We're going back. We gonna stay in Compton for this one. All right, K. Dot Compton. We're going with Nigga with the Attitude, Volume 1. Documentary right here.
Title right there, boy.
I can't tell you how big this album was when it dropped. Like essays, white people, blacks, everybody. This shit was everywhere. It was so fucking huge, and because the West Coast was quiet. We needed something, and when Chuck Taylor came out as Game with Dre and 50 behind him, there was no losing right there. Now, one bad track on here, West Side Story was already floating around before the album dropped. Nobody knew was it going to make the album or not, and that was just an anthem within itself. One of my favorite joints, Like Father, Like Son. That's one of the realest songs ever made, featuring Busta Rhymes. Where I'm From, oh man, they don't get more West Coast than Where I'm From. I love that joint right there. And hate it or love it, like it wasn't. Not only was it West Coast, like I know East Coast was playing this shit. I know the South was playing this shit. Everybody, he had a little bit of something for everybody on here. Big ups the Game.
Masterpiece in every sense of the fucking word.
Sir.
I lay niggas out like crease khakis. That's a masterpiece.
Love that shit.
Yeah.
Great album.
One song I wish made it on the album was Aim for Your Head, man. That would have been so fucking dope, man.
Aim for Your Head was dope.
Yeah,
Never heard that
that's
shit.
my shit right there.
I wish they would have kept the original.
I wish it wouldn't fit. That wouldn't fit at all. That's just my opinion.
Nah,
that's just me.
I feel you.
That's just me. But it's fire.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Dope list so far, gentlemen. All right.
Absolutely.
So number nine, still in Richmond side of things. We're gonna go to West Coast Bad Boys. Another Level of the Game, Volume 1, 1994. Man, this album right here, to me, like one of the creme de la creme albums in my collection as far as like West Coast hip hop. I fucking love this album. And I got the OG pressing for like $52, and that's a come up because usually the album goes for like $80 to $100. The single for the album was Piece of the Streets, which Master P got pretty much all the hottest rappers of the Bay Area at the time, all in one track. Well, some of them, not all, but you know what I'm trying to say. But you got songs like Mama Through the Town, Stressed Out. That was a dope track. What else? Deep, Heading for the Jack, Another Level. What We Known For, I fucking love that. With JT the Bigger Figure, the whole Get Low Players crew, they fucking killed that. Dope beat by JT the Bigger Figure. I mean, yeah, this whole album is dope, man. Locked Up. I mean, it's so dope. You know what I mean? And yeah, definitely some of the best thing that Master P put out as far as like the West Coast, in my opinion. But yeah, West Coast Bad Boys, Another Level of the Game, 1994.
Classic compilation.
Hell
It's
yeah.
dope.
Yeah, good luck getting that. That's another one if it goes for mad money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm out the game, dog.
Oh,
Fuck
yeah.
that shit.
Yeah,
I
I
have
have
to
this.
see.
I have the second one. I'm good with that.
Yeah,
I
same
have the
here.
second one too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, number 9. Gonna go to Inglewood. Gonna go with Mac 10 self-titled album from 1995.
Okay.
Yeah, I know we reviewed it like ages ago when we first started back in the day, and yeah, I love this album. I think it's West Coast classic in my opinion. Full Life, come on, absolutely amazing. What a way to kick things off. After that McDonald's skit, I said I want the Lord's fries, amazing. And then obviously Ice Cube's fingertips are all over this album, you know what I mean,
Oh, yeah.
production wise, you know what I mean. I love the production on here.
yeah.
It's gritty, you know what I mean. It's still the West Coast, but it has like a gritty darkness to it, songs like HOEK, you know what I mean, with KD, that song's fire. My favorite song on the album is the final track, Mac 10's the name, production by Idiot X
Yeah.
Unit. Love that song, so dark and so eerie. But overall, I think Mac 10 body bag that album, and of course, have to mention West Side Slaughterhouse, with Ice Cube and Dub C. That is the first sort of West Side Connection like song that they did together, and I love the music video too. So grimy and bloody and messed up. So yeah, love that album. Absolute West Coast classic in my opinion. So that's my number 9, Mac 10 self-titled album from 1995.
The album that gets them East Coast niggas all mad.
Yeah.
That song especially, I love that shit.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
That's his best album in my opinion, man. That album.
Yeah.
whew.
Yeah, I agree.
I go based on the true story, but yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's another dope album too.
So I'm up, right?
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna take it to the Bay Area.
Let's do it.
1994. East Bay gangster himself.
One.
Spice One,
Woo!
America's Nightmare. My favorite Spice One album.
Yes,
He
sir.
just slaughtered this shit, bro. I love this shit. D-Boy's Got Love for Me with E40. That Face of a Desert Man is just amazing. Strap on the Side, worship that shit. Just Got Me Strapped with Pac. Even like shit that you wouldn't expect. Hard to Kill with Method Man. That shit go fucking stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
Got the Pooh Man diss, fucked up on here, which is hilarious. Straight gangster shit. Busters Can't See Me. That nigga fucking Battle Cap, bro. Like, come on. Black Jackal with production and Banks. It's a fucking masterpiece, and I couldn't leave it off here. Absolutely love this album. Shout out to BMG. This is one of the ones I ganked back in 1999.
But that barcode, yeah.
Worship this fucking record. Masterpiece in every sense of the word. Turns 30 next year. That's crazy, man. But yeah, it's just beautiful.
It is. And
Love
big
that
ups
fucking
to
album.
Method Man. Method Man was not like all them other New York rappers. He was one of them. Always showed West Coast love. Him, Hove. Hove was always with Too Short and
Redman even.
Dogtown.
Yeah, Redman, yeah.
Redman too. And
yeah.
Wu-Tang always show love too, man. Big ups to them, man. All right, we gonna what are we number 8?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to a Ruthless Records classic, y'all.
Oh shit.
Smile Now, Die Later, Kid Frost. One of the most gangsterous fucking albums ever fucking made. Big ups to Kid Frost. He linked up with Eazy-E, and he was working on this when Eazy was still around. It released after Eazy had passed away, so rest in peace, Eazy. Features are very minimal on here, so big ups to Frost. He has ALT and some other people's up on here. Great tracks: Eastside Rendezvous, You Ain't Right, La Familia, La Raza Part 2, the Rick James feature, and Mari. That was a dope shit. 12 tracks. You don't even have to skip it, man. This is one of the best SA Chicano rap albums that back then the blacks were playing the shit out of this motherfucker right here. And that was dope because they don't always play Chicano rap, but this one, everybody was playing it. Snoop Dogg has spoke on this one. MC8 has spoke on this one. So many people have spoke on this album. Fucking classic right here.
Yeah, it's a dope album.
I've always liked that album cover.
Yeah,
the
album
album
cover's
cover's
sick.
dope.
Yeah, you got the Smile Now, Die Later pictures right here. Popular by Freddie Negretti and what famous tattoo artists.
That song, Last Days, with Above the Law towards the end. That's
yeah, Above the Law's up on it. Yeah, man, it's a fire album. My favorite Kid Frost's album. His second album with Ruthless was dope too. When Hell A Freezes Over.
I'll give that a listen. I don't like
Locals.
what I heard.
You never heard this one, Mike?
Never heard it. I'll give it a listen.
You would like this. That Ruthless, G Funk, BG Knockout, and then like their album, Easy's second album, straight off the mother. It's like dope production up on here. It's fucking banger.
Word. I'll keep that for sure.
Yeah, that song Locals of the When Hell A's Freezes Over. That's my shit. DJ Ace.
Hell A Freezes, like Tombstone and Mexican Border. That shit's fire on Hell A.
Yeah, woo! Yeah. Yeah, dope pick, man. Dope pick on that.
Thank you, dog.
All right, so no doubt. Number 8, still in the Bay Area side of things, but this time we're gonna go to Frisco, Lakeview to be exact. We're gonna go with Young Selsky, aka Tutuk, with Mr. Predictor, 1995, man. This album right here is Bay Area gold. Like, it is just so phenomenal. He actually what was the single, Mike, off the I think it was Bounce to This off the RBL Posse Ruthless by Law album. Yeah.
That was a video.
The single Bounce Like This. Yeah, he did the beat for that. Young Selsky, he did the beat for that. But he did his whole album, totally independent. Really like off the trunk of the car, no barcode or anything like that. You got songs like It's On, dope way to start the album. On the Grind, Peep Game. He also had this song Stressed Out, also on West Coast Bad Boys, is on this album too.
Yeah.
Living in Bay, Funk, Brain Dead. That's my favorite genre of the album. It's On and Brain Dead. Those two songs, is dope. So fucking dope. Very expensive though. It should go for like $400 online. So I just have it downloaded. Honestly, I'm not gonna pay that. Fuck that. That's like half my rent. That's like a quarter of my rent. Like,
for
there's
fucking
no way I'm
CD,
paying that. Fuck that. But it's
I wouldn't pay that shit.
Don't get me. Yeah. But nah, it's a
bootleg
great
it.
album, and I highly recommend.
Dude, the
Oh,
Mike
hell yeah,
Sears
for
mix,
sure.
Kunaki that shit.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Coming at you soon. But yeah, man, Young Selsky, aka Tutuk, Miss Predictor, 1995, dope album. His second album, Canadian Bacon and Hash Browns, is another dope album. That's another album that's like
And he's still dropping shit.
range. He's still dropping shit. That nigga nasty, man. Oof. Yeah, that's my number 8.
Nice. So at number 8 for me, Cold Chillin' name dropped by accident. BG Knockout and Dryster, Real Brothers. Absolutely love that album. Absolutely amazing. Came out on Def Jam and Outburst Records. 1995. It's the only album they ever dropped. But yeah, flawless all the way through, in my opinion. I think they both did their thing on there. Of course, they're heavily affiliated with Eazy-E. A lot of people know them from Real Motherfucking G's. And they finally got their own album in 95. And I love the whole thing. Love the production on there. You got Dr. Jam on there, Man Is For Real on there. You got Rhythm D doing a couple of tracks. And it's just pure West Coast G-Funk all the way through. My favorite song on there is that Take a Ride. Absolutely love that song. Dresta just does all the verses on that, but absolutely love that. It just kind of teleports you to another, to the other side of the world, and you can just picture, the palm trees and everything, and the hot heat and everything. It's just, absolutely amazing. But all the way through, love the whole album. Obviously, they were heavily ingrained in the whole, Death Row beef at that time. You know what I mean? Going at Dre and Dog Pound and all that. You got the DPGK song at the end and all that. But overall, I think the album is fantastic. And in my opinion, definitely another West Coast classic. So my number 8, BG Knockout and Dre, the Real Brothers.
Yeah, it's a dope ass album.
Down goes another nigga. Down goes. Ooh, I love that
Yeah,
song.
that's so dark. Yeah, beat wise. Yeah.
G
Yeah,
Funk
that
right
shit.
there.
Yeah, oof.
All right, we're gonna go to 1996. It's a super group album, man, and there's no way in fucking hell I could leave this off there. I was thinking about swapping this for something else. I was like, fuck no, dude. Can't leave this off there. West Side Connection, Bow Down, bro. Ice Cube, Mac 10, Dub C, bro. Just
Fuck yeah.
violent, in your face, grimy shit. No, a song that starts off, the world is mine, nigga, get back. You know what I'm saying? That Bow Down is a problem. All the critics in New York, I love that shit.
Oh,
Fuck your fuck your baggy jeans. Fuck your magazines. Oh man, it's so fucking good, bro. Gangsters Don't Dance, Sweet Boogie. I love that little skit. And then the Gangster the Killer and the Dope Dealer, that motherfucking 9 Inch Nails Hurt sample.
Yep.
Bro, it's so fucking gas. Chris Amano for the K. And for some reason, since the internet age, King of the Hill gets so much hate. I don't know why. That's some grimy fuck you shit.
Fire.
Yeah, a lot of stupid niggas be hating on that shit, bro. I love that shit.
Oh, come on.
I think Va don't like that Westwood Ho, right?
It's okay. It's the only okay song in the album. I think everything else is like a 10. Yeah.
Who banging the? Oh man, which side? This album's a masterpiece. You know, when I was a kid, I seen these niggas on Jimmy Fox show. I was marking out. Like, I love these dudes, man.
And fucking Braxton.
Yeah, Braxton, the shit he said. It's so good. Bow Down is a masterpiece. Banging.
No, and big ups to them because they talked about Mount Westmore way before Mount Westmore was even the group. You know, big ups to West Side Connect.
Yeah, there's no way in hell that can be left off my list, bro.
West Side Connect gang, Biggie Bang. All right, so
three-time felons. Oof.
Banging too.
The Dope Dealer and the Killer.
Mm-hmm.
My next one, taking it to 95. Went with Me Against the World. Pac, one of the greatest albums ever made. If I Die Tonight, I think it's one. That's a top 10 album opener of all time. Track opener right there.
Absolutely.
So many tears. That's another Dear Mama. You know, like can't get away from that song. That song is just deep as fuck. Outlaw, Death Around the Corner. Big ups to Pac sampling American Me. Thought that was gangster as fuck, man. Old school, you know, giving it up just to the essence of hip hop, man. You got to respect that.
Yeah.
So, you know, like I told Mike before we went live, I wasn't gonna put Pac on my list only because it's real cliche. Everybody goes with Pac, but you know, at the same time, you can't say West Coast without mentioning Pac. So, Me Against the World.
His magnum opus, in my opinion.
I agree.
By far.
Young niggas, heavy in the game, temptation.
Ooh, Richie Rich, heavy in the game was fire.
I don't care what you did.
Game's been good to me.
Yes,
sir.
Richie Rich killed that shit.
The only song
he did.
The only song I didn't care for was Can I Get Your Number? That shit. Or the one he was trying to get the girl's number, like
Can You Get Away?
Can you get away?
Yeah, that shit. I didn't care for that too much. Yeah. But other than that, flawless album.
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah. All right. Number 7, we'll go to Compton. We've mentioned this. Somebody mentioned this artist, but he was part of a group called Compton's Most Wanted. So we'll go with his second album, Straight Checking Them, 1991.
Oh shit!
That's my favorite album. A lot of people like Music to Drive By. This album right here, like
Music to Drive By almost made my list.
Raw and gritty. That's another good album too. That's my favorite. But this album right here, man. I mean, growing up in the hood, like especially in that scene in Boys in the Hood when Furious Styles was talking about gentrification, man. So hearing that song in the background, it's so dope. The video for that was dope. Wanted, Straight Checking Them, Raised in Compton, Drip on His Daisy, Death Wish. I mean, the whole album bangs, man. It's straight to the point. And I think they recorded this album like in like a month or like a couple weeks. You know what I mean? But it doesn't sound rushed. It just sounds cohesive and it's really dope. You really feel Boys in the Hood in this album. And yeah, and that's my number 7. Straight checking about Compton's Most Wanted.
It's just dope ass album. They got that whole run between it's a Compton thing to Music to Drive By, just flawless.
Music to Drive By is my shit.
My favorite. Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
Jack Mode. Whew.
Yeah, so it's my turn. So number 7, gonna go to South Central, 1995, Caution, South Central, Los Angeles.
Oh shit!
I know we've bigged up this album a lot on this channel, but yeah, I mean, I had to put it on there. I absolutely love this album again.
Peace, Gonzo.
Absolutely, rest in peace to Gonzo. Yeah, overall, the album again, it's just really good all the way through. Again, kind of like what I said about the Mac 10 album. You can tell Ice Cube was heavily kind of like involved, production wise, and he probably helped kind of coach them, sort of, help make the album as good as it was. But yeah, I mean, that's not the takeaway from the 3 guys, Gonzo, Cell, and Kato. They all, they knew how to spit and they sounded great over that production. Opens up with What You Want to Do, which is the big, not a big single, but you know what I mean? It was the lead single off the album, later featured in GTA 5 as well. The other single was Land of the Scandalous, and that's my personal favorite song, produced by Buddha. And that would the 2 Buddha beats, that and Super Sperm, there were Buddha's first like big credits, you know what I mean? And Buddha would go on to do like Bow Down, and he did stuff for Super Sperm. Buddha would go on to do stuff with Exhibit and Onyx and Ice Cube, obviously, and that would launch his kind of production career. But they kind of started off with this album. And I just love the album, again, just banging West Coast music all the way through, hella gangster. And I love that logo that they had as well, the guys peeping out the window, doing the drive-by. That's so far. Absolutely. You even got KD on that album again, on Super Sperm, and you got Be Real on the song What That's South Central Like, and that was sort of like the start of the big beef that happened between Cube and Cypress. It kind of started off there, but overall I love the album. I think it's absolutely fantastic, and don't get tired of that one. Few silly skits, but they're really short and they don't really get in the way of the album, so love that.
I ain't gonna lie, that Dictator's alive.
Did my dictate taste good last night?
Yeah. Such a good fucking album.
It is,
it's a masterpiece.
Super Sperm. I love that beat.
Yeah, Buddha was a monster back then.
He's dope, Real dope beats. We're gonna go LA, man, and can't leave this off here either, bro. 1995. Favorite album from the particular group. Cypress Hill, Temples of Boom, man. Can't go wrong with this. Had this since childhood, bro. This is just a masterpiece of an album. I like to smoke weed to this shit. Hella good, man. That spark another out. It's amazing, They're set in the air as grimy as fuck. Killer Hill niggas with RZA and Yuga to the Wu-Tang Clan. Boom, Bye Bye, Illusions. That make a move. That shit. Boom, boom. Oh, on that. Oh my god. Lakotas. That's another one for me, man. That the essays killing the cop and shit. Grimy as fuck. My favorite song on here, which is my favorite Cypress Hill song of all time, Strictly Hip Hop. I fucking love that shit to death. Let It Rain. A 5 mic classic with any sense of the word. Love this fucking album. Absolutely. Be Real is a fucking lethal MC on here, man. Love this shit so much. And of course, I can't leave out the No Rest for the Wicked Ice Cube disc. That shit is hard body, man. So Temples of Boom. Crazy good.
Yo,
love that album.
Funk Freakers? Yeah. Oh my god.
It's another one. Yes.
Yeah.
Fire.
All right. Next up, going keeping in South Central. It's already been mentioned. I go Victory Lap. You see the poster, the hat, shirt. This album still you hear it like if it was still brand new out here in Cali. The shit is everywhere still. Like nobody forgot about Nipsey. Like he gets so much love out here. You disrespect Nipsey, you asking for problems out here. Like straight up. Don't come to LA if you disrespect Nip. Like this album was flawless. Should have got 5 mics if that system was still around. Victory Lap, no joke. For the last few years, I start every day to Victory Lap. I wake up, when I'm brushing my teeth, I'm playing Victory Lap. That always gets me in the mood to just handle my shit for the day. You know, whether it be making money, business, whatever, doing what I got to do. Victory Lap's one of the realest songs ever made. Blue Laces 2, what a great sequel. I know there's a part 3. Allegedly it has Rick Ross on it. We haven't heard it, but his brother, you know, Black Sam said Blue Laces 3 does exist. Hustle and Motivates fire. Last time that I checked. Keys to the City, real big. Album is just flawless, man. What a great debut album. Big ups to Nipsey. Rest in peace.
Classic. And I was saying that when he was walking
Yes,
the fucking
sir.
streets, my nigga. Me and Rick talked about that when he was living.
Right.
R.I.P.
That's right.
Neighborhood Nip. Yes, sir.
Word. Loving the list so far, fellas. I'm loving the picks, man. You know what I mean? All right, so number 6 from Compton, we're gonna go to South Central Los Angeles, 1996. Ice-T, Return to the Real, his 6th album. It's my favorite Ice-T album. Not his best, but my favorite. Obviously, his best is OG, the original Gangster. But this album
I
I
don't
just
get that. Hold on.
I just,
Elaborate. It's not his best, but it's your favorite.
yeah.
How that make sense?
I get it.
No, I'm saying as far as yeah.
I like how I said that. I get it.
No, because we all know that OG original Gangster is Magnum Mappers, but I'm just saying as far as like my favorite. That's what I'm saying.
All right. No, I get you.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, so like I was saying, this guy. All right, so like I was saying before, so Return to the Real, it's my favorite album from him. It's like the dark production. It's no, but he got some songs like Shit Goes Down, Pimp Anthem, The Lane. That was my introduction to this album. Syndicate Forever, They Want Me Back In, Dear Homie, Bouncing Down the Street. That shit, yeah. Whole album is dope. Love it. Yeah, it's my favorite album from him. So
Yeah, it's definitely a dope album. Underrated.
By far.
very
dark.
underrated.
It is, yeah, it's dark. I like Make the Loot Loop. That's my shit on there.
That's your hard.
Yeah.
You know, Icy, I'll see him in concert next week. But yeah.
Dope.
Nice.
Oh shit.
I just was bumping the Iceberg the other day, like a week ago or something. Fucking love that album, man. So good.
Yeah, he had a good run, you know. Those first 6,
Yeah.
you know, for me personally, those first 6 Ice-T albums, can't go wrong with those for sure. Number 6 for me, gonna go to Vallejo, California. Cold Chillin's got it behind him. E40 in a major way.
Oh yeah.
It's right there.
Yep, that's it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, my favorite E40 album, one of my favorite albums of all time. I absolutely love it. The production on there is stellar. You know, Studio Tone, Mike Mosley, Sam Bosley, just absolutely phenomenal all the way through. You know, you got the Bumble, you know, kicking things off. Love the beat on that. Do 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 do. Yeah, amazing. And then, you know, you got songs like Sideways would be legit. Love that song. Of course, Dusted and Disgusted with Pac, Mac Mall, Spice One, they all killed that. You know, that's actually my favorite E40 song of all time. Spoilers if we ever do a top 10 E40 songs, but yeah, that's my favorite E40 song. Yeah, love that. You know, the beat and everything. Dum, da dum, da dum. Dun-dun-dun. Yeah, absolutely
Yes.
phenomenal. One Love, just the whole album's out. And of course, E40 himself, just so charismatic, unique. He's got his own style, his watery flow. But, it's just so much fun to keep up with. And yeah, overall, it's my personal favorite E40 album. Element of Surprise wouldn't be too far behind, but in a major way, it's just perfect. So
Master
yeah,
Slang.
that's my number 6 pick, E40 in a major way, 1995.
So good. I love that shit.
Master Slang.
Yes,
Yep.
sir. All right. Gonna take this to Compton. 2005, mentioned earlier. You gotta be smoking Sherm. You think I'm leaving this off the list?
Yeah.
The Game documentary, man. Man, this was special. This was special. Got
Yes,
in the
sir.
game during the mixtapes, and I would just be waiting for this to come out. Got it on release day when nigga Ray had detention, so I'm waiting outside for the nigga to get out of detention. We drive up to Circuit City. All my OGs know about Circuit City, and I copped the deluxe with his son on the cover.
I got
And
that.
and I copped this one, and dog, when I listened to this for the first time, mind blown, so fucking good. West Side Story, like Rick said, that was out on the mixtapes before the album even dropped. Dreams, Kanye West did his thing on there. Hated to Love It is a masterpiece. Higher, of course. I love Don't Need Your Love. Havoc on the boards on that one, man. That shit is amazing. Got that shine flow on there. My favorite song on here, which is my favorite game song of all time, Start From Scratch. There's something about Marsha Ambrosius and she's on songs, you know what I'm saying? And it's a masterpiece of a song. Running, even Yayo came correct. I love High Tech on the boards, so fucking good. Not one bad song on here. I love this fucking album. A masterpiece. The Game, the documentary.
Fuck yeah. What a pick.
No.
Right. So next up, we're taking it to the LBC. And we going with the East Siders.
Ooh.
Nice.
East Siders.
Good pick, brother.
Fuck. And hey, man, like not one bad track on here. Not one bad track. And now we lay them down. What a way to open the album. The East Siders is dope. Doghouse rapping Forte from the Bay. What you say? Oh, that shit is just fire. G'd Up. It's another one of my favorite. My all-time favorite, though, is where's it at? Not How You Live In. It's Another Day. Yeah, damn, cuz the spot's getting hot. Shit is fire. You got Mac Minister on here, and if you know who Mac Minister is, he's the one who killed Big Fat Tone for Mac Dre. So there's some real shit up on here, man. Big ups to Mac Minister. So yeah, flawless album. What a debut for the East Siders. I wish I had this on vinyl. This the holy grail for me on vinyl would be this. And this one, a lot of people tend to forget about this. It even had a shitty movie that went along with it. But
it's terrible.
That's
very terrible.
So funny. I love it.
I need to find it. I want to see when Trip walk at the end after they shoot that ball. So, that shit's corny as fuck.
It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube.
Yeah, but I gotta get the DVD for collection purposes.
I feel you.
So Snoop Dogg, East Siders, boom.
Nah, man, I love that album. Me and Val talk about that shit all the fucking time. Just a great album.
And I think the second one's just as good.
Yes,
yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
My shit on there, one of my ultimate favorite cuts. My favorite songs are East Siders because Trey D, Mobbin, just set it off, right? But that Balls of Steel.
Oh, yeah.
Snoop's
yeah.
He said, I'm gonna hit the club with my little bitch. Something like that. He said, oh, it's banging, bruh. Yeah.
Yeah, Doghouse is my favorite song. We got Snoop Dogg in the
my
house tonight with the homeboy Trey D, Winiac, Trip, Loca, and Goldie, Forte from the Bay. What you say? Yeah.
And if you want beef,
yeah, which is from an old JT the Bigger Figure song, right?
It is.
Yep. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. And Goldie Loc made the beat too. That's what made it even better.
Yeah, he did. Yep.
Yeah.
Goldie Loc's my favorite member. That's not Snoop, to be honest. I know I got a crazy pick, but I just love Goldie so much. Trey D's a fucking amazing MC as well.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Trey D's my favorite.
Yeah.
All right. So number five, right?
Yep.
Sure.
Yes,
Is number
sir.
okay. All right. So number five, we're gonna go to Sacktown, the 29th block.
All right.
Tales from the Crypt by Sibo. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
Nice.
my number five. Yeah, I fucking love this album. My introduction to Sibo was actually the True album on the song "That's How We Make Bread" because he made the first verse, and I just liked his voice. I was like, "Yo, who is this cat?" And then I remember, digging, and I found the Tales from the Crypt, CD. It was, obviously the OG press, and I got it for like $5. Picked it up and been a fan since, man. I mean, you got songs like "Murder That He Read," dope way to start the album. Want to Be a G, Birds in the Kitchen. Everybody knows that's a single. What else? Take It How You Want It. Sound of My Steel Toes. Who Rod? The bass line for that shit. Whoo, so fire. Ain't No Sunshine. I mean, the whole album bangs. And yeah, dope. It's an album that you play at night. Like it just has that summertime at night type of vibe. Like you chill with your boys, you drinking 40, smoking weed, just cruising around the city, play that song right, play that album right there, and sets the tone of the evening. And that's my number five, Tales from the Crypt.
Love that album.
Yeah, great album. Shout out to
Yeah.
my nigga Steve for hooking me up with that motherfucking album, man.
Yes,
Great
sir.
album.
Yeah, it's not on my
Have to,
list, but
have
it's
to.
definitely an honorable mention. Yeah, I actually listened to it in full earlier on today, and yeah, love that album. Who Rides my favorite song with Snap. Yeah, love that song.
Oh,
Um,
that bass
It's
line.
just,
yeah,
it's
it's
just
fire.
dark gangster shit.
Yeah,
That's why I like
hella
it so
dark.
much.
Yeah,
And his voice is it's just so evil sounding as well. Yeah. So yeah, number 5 for me, gonna go to Pomona. Gonna hit up Above the Law, Uncle Sam's Curse.
Ooh.
1994.
Ooh.
I mean, absolutely amazing. Ruthless Records, their last album on Ruthless Records. Yeah, absolutely phenomenal. Again, it's just one of those albums, no skips on there for me. You only got 12 tracks, but they're all pretty like lengthy. And yeah, I mean, I think the album's fantastic. It starts off with, Return of the Real Shit. I love that. You're gonna have to, what is it? Like Return of the Real Shit. It's just that banging, like the way it kicks in. Mike motherfucking check one. Like it just, when that kicks in, I'm like, woo,
Yeah.
and Set Free, you know what I mean? Track 2, that's a bit more smooth, you know what I mean? Kind of brings you down a little bit. And then track 3 is The Amazing California with Cocaine, you know what I mean? That's just, I love that song. It's just an amazing single. And of course, the other amazing single off the album was Black Superman. Most people know that track. That's just one of those like all-time, best like G-Funk songs ever, in my opinion. Just absolutely phenomenal. But the entire album's dope. You even got a really dope verse from Tone Loc on the song Who Ride. He killed that.
He did.
He did. Just overall the album's fantastic. And Concrete Jungle is another one. I love Concrete Jungle. Yeah, just the entire album is fantastic, though. And Above the Law, in general, very underrated. Don't get their props. But Uncle Sam's Curse is their magnum opus, in my opinion. So, yeah, number 5 for me, Uncle Sam's Curse, 1994 on Ruthless Records. Yeah, classic material right there.
Absolutely.
The G in Me is my favorite song off that album.
Yeah, I mean, you can't mess with that album. It's so good.
That album cover, too. Crazy.
Yeah.
I wish I know around that time in 94 Easy was probably quite sick. I wish like Easy was healthy and he was able to be on that. That would have been dope.
I love KMG. His voice is so fucking dope.
Yeah, I love KMG. It's very underrated.
Rest in peace.
Big time. Yeah.
I push another nigga off the leg. Oh, that shit's so fucking good, man. Yeah.
Hutch is another underrated producer too.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's that gangster shit. What happens to?
No, I was saying Hutch is an underrated producer as well.
Yeah.
Oh, big time. Yeah, that Cocaine album that came out the same year. Funk Upon a Rhyme.
Funk Upon a Rhyme. Yes, sir.
I need that in my collection, man. That shit over stupid money.
Got that shit for free. Shout out to the nigga Hoovy. I'll give him props. Fuck it, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
All right, man. Going to 1995. absolutely worship this album, man. It's had to make the fucking list. Compton, DJ Quick, Safe and Sound. Just one of the most amazing albums I heard sonically, production wise, everything about it. Like rapping on his own production, just absolutely stellar from start to fucking finish in my eyes. The title track, Safe and Sound, I love that shit. Such a good fucking song, you know. Something for the Mood is my favorite song on this album, probably. That's it. It's so fucking smooth. That's summertime West Coast shit. But Can I Eat It About Eating Pussy? Dollars and Cents, one of the most vicious diss tracks. The fucking MC8, just everyone knows that appeared first in the Murder Was the Case soundtrack in '94. Let You Have It, just still dissing the nigga. Back to back dishes on the. That's just hard, yo. Summer Breeze, the hidden track Tanqueray is so fucking good.
Oh, Tanqueray's my drinking Tanqueray. I love that. Woo, that beat. Woo.
It's the 5 Mic classic. I just love this fucking record. There's no way in hell this would have been left off my list, but yeah, DJ Quick, man. Safe and Sound, bro. Album cover's dope as fuck, simple but effective. Just love it, man. What can you say?
I love that Get At Me.
Yeah.
This an AMG.
Yeah, AMG got some smoke too in that bitch.
Yeah. I know you're broke, so you need to get at me.
Quick as that dude.
Yo, what was the song? What was the song that he went at Everlast on that album? I forgot. Was it the second track? Let Him Have It or something like that?
No, that's on Menace to Society soundtrack. Can't fuck with a nigga.
But he no, I know, but he did a diss track towards Everlast as well on that album too. I just can't remember the name of the song.
I can't recall it, to be honest. Yeah. How about you, Vardy? Do you recall that?
I'm not sure. No, I just remember AMG and the MC. Yeah.
Gotcha.
You can just bullshit that Rick comes back. You know what I'm saying? He'll be back. He's cooking.
No.
Tell me he's fixing his little ribs.
It's all good.
West Coast shit. You feel me? I'm getting fucking messages like crazy.
Welcome back. Everyone's texting. Yeah, Safe and Sound is another one I listened to this week.
Oh hell yeah! It's such a fun record.
It is, yeah.
I love that album so fucking much, dog. Like I couldn't leave that off. That while Rick's going, I'm gonna give the public service announcement. We're already deep into the fucking list. We got 4 albums left?
Yeah.
So yeah.
4.
Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not gonna be some fake nigga and let me pick all these obscure albums just to be fucking real. No, I'm gonna pick what I grew up loving. That's how I pick it. You know what I'm saying? So. Sorry, boom bap niggas. No Razzcast Soul and Ice, Souls of Mischief, fucking Brother Funky Homo Sapien, No Need for Alarm. What else West Coast albums these niggas like? Submerged, Far Side as well. Like that's all I listen to. No gangster shit whatsoever. So
Soul on Ice would have been a close. That's an honorable mention for sure.
And trust me, Ross, I love these fucking albums. They didn't make my list. They didn't make my list. I love them to death. Let's keep it 1,000. But
and it's just a list. Like who cares?
Yeah, make your own.
It's subjective.
Exactly, just make your own. Yeah,
it's easy.
But I will say this though. I will say this though. As much as I love 93 to Infinity, I'm overburnt over that album. Not the album itself, but just the single. Because it's these fucking backpackers that fucking piss me off with that shit.
Oh, I understand.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like they act like that's the only album they dropped. I'm like, they have other dope albums. They have No Man's Land. They have no, I like No Man's Land. Just, to me, that's just
I like it too. I like it, but I ain't fucking with that album anyway.
I like There Is Only Now, the one with Adrian Young. He did the production, the one from 2014. That was dope.
All their faces on the cover.
Yeah.
So Rick, if you missed it, what'd you have, Steve? The last pick, I forget.
I had Tales from the Crypt by Sibo.
Okay, and then Vaughn had what'd you have, Vaughn?
Above the Law, Uncle Sam's Curse.
And I had DJ Quick, Safe and Sound. You know what I'm saying?
Masterpiece.
Yeah. On you, Rick.
Sorry about that, brother. Sorry about that.
Do you think you had to cook, bro? Do you think?
Yeah. And in another 30 minutes, I got to run out for a quick second too. So
do you think?
My next one, Evidence, the Weatherman LP. My favorite member, Dilated Peoples. This album, his debut solo album, is just phenomenal. And you know, East Coast people like it. You know, the lyrical flow, the Alchemist beats, and all that. West Coast people was fucking rocking with this one because Dilated Peoples get mad fucking love in LA. I mean, that's where they from, but they run the underground over there. Mr. Slow Flow down in New York City. Chase the Clouds Away. That Alchemist beat is just fucking phenomenal.
Yo, that's my favorite song. That's my favorite song on that album. Chase the Cloud Away.
Chase the Cloud Away. Yeah, that shit's dope. Mr. Soul Flow, I remember it was on Midnight Club Dub Edition. So I used to play that all the time when I was racing on there. And then you had Born in LA with Sig Jackin. Oh, that shit was just phenomenal. You know, you got Dilated Peoples and Psycho Realm meeting up. And so, you know, it is definitely an underrated gem out there. I think it gets, because it's not too gangster. I mean, this is real West Coast. Like he speaks about LA and Cali at its best. You know, he talks about the real shit. Not saying these other rappers do. It's just he ain't no gangbanger, so it's from a different perspective. So big ups, Evidence. Alchemist was the executive producer on here too as well.
I got a controversial opinion about that shit, man.
Yes, sir.
I like Evidence albums better than Dilated.
I ain't even hating on that. That album. I mean, I love Dilated Peoples, but that album is better. His whole solo discography is better than the Dilated discography.
Hands fucking down. There's not one bad Evidence album.
And I love Dilated Peoples. I love, I love all their albums. But
how about that Step Brothers with Alchemist?
Oh, man. Did you ever get the CD, Mike?
Say it again?
Did you ever get that CD?
Nah, I got to. If it's in print.
You know about it, though. It's all velvet. Like the whole page. It is.
Yeah, that's just dope.
If I had a second one, I'd shoot it to you. That Lord Steppington is just fire.
That should go for mad bread, too.
Does it? I've never checked the resale on that, man. That shit's phenomenal. I love that Lord Steppington. I haven't played it in a while.
2014. That was... Yeah, Evidence is everywhere. That's another dope track off that album too.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, that beat. Too damn short though. Too damn short. That's my only gripe with that song. Too damn short.
Track?
But I'll take it for what it is. Yeah, that song is a little bit too short for me, but like 3 minutes, I would have been good. But either way, I take it for what it is.
Right.
All right. So number 4. We're gonna go to South Central LA. Gonna go my favorite album from this artist that's on my shirt right here. Ice Cube. The Predator, 1992. Man,
yes, sir.
I fucking love this album. To me, it's his best album. I know people say Death Certificate. I'm not mad at that. Or America's Most Wanted. I'm not mad at that. Because I'm a fan of all them albums. Even Lethal Injection that people love to hate for some reason is fucking asinine to me.
Stupid.
Yeah, fucking Billy Dole, King Bitch.
Lethal Injection probably gets more hate outside of Cali because they don't get no hate here in Cali. I mean, because it's G-Funk to the fullest.
Oh, no, I could. But you know what it is, Rick? Because, people are so used to, political Q, they want that Sir Jinx that, that, like, dude, like, you got to move on. If you want those albums, listen to the old albums. That's just what it is. That's how Cube is. He never makes the same album twice. So get him back to the Predator album. Like, what I love about it is, like, I never been to the West Coast, but, I was alive when the LA riots happened, and you could just feel the riots just listening to that whole album, man. You just hear the anger in his voice, and just for the people alone, man. I mean, it starts off with one where they shoot. Wicked, fucking love that joint.
Wicked.
I know it's controversial. I know, Mike, you don't like this, but I do like the corn cover of Wicked. I do like it. I know.
Right. But I love Life is Peachy.
Fuck
Life
yeah.
is Peachy is fucking hard.
Yeah. That's a magnum opus, in my opinion. That's me personally.
I got self-titled with the little girl in the
nigga. Yeah, that shit is dope too, man. I go back and forth with them too. But now I gotta wet ya. We Had to Tear This Motherfucker Up. That's my favorite song of the album. I like the Don't Trust Them. I even like Dirty Mac. I know some people didn't like Dirty Mac. I'm in the minority, but I prefer to check the DJ Muggs version of Check Yourself over the Message version. That's just me personally. That's just me. I like Who Got the Camera and Say Hi to the Bad Guy, man. Yeah, I love that shit. Yup. So, but yeah, The Predator, Ice Cube, 1992.
Yes, sir.
10:30 last
classic
year.
album.
So good.
My number 4 is the exact same album.
My nigga! Woo!
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. Piggyback off what you said. Yeah, love this album. For me, I like pretty much everything on it too. Like, I like all of the songs on there. I think it's phenomenal. With the Predator, he's obviously working with more different producers. You know what I mean? You got like a mixture on there, but it came out really dope. And obviously, I love all the Mug stuff on there. Now we gotta tear this motherfucker up. That's my favorite song too. Make it rough. It's just so dope. Obviously you can just feel the kind of tension and the kind of like outburst that like people were feeling at that time. The backlash from the 92 riots and all that kind of stuff. Just absolutely phenomenal. And Wicked, I love that song. Absolutely phenomenal. Overall the album's brilliant. It's dope, it's dark, you know what I mean? Cube very much in his prime on that album. And I agree with what you said. Like the first 4 Cube albums are all fantastic. You can't go wrong any of them. But the Predator at the moment is my personal favorite. I used to be an America's Most guy. I used to be, but I've changed. But I'm on the Predator now. But Ice Cube's my second favorite MC of all time. So had to be on the list for sure.
Sean, my Ice Cube is a dope comment. Yeah, she's actually my brother.
Yes, sir.
Hey, yo, I'm close with Sis like I'm close with y'all. That's my brother, yo. We used to have shows together.
Ain't nobody talking when I'm telling fellas to shut the fuck
up. Good to say, what do you say? I just know that whole intro, bro.
Yeah.
You're 2 good coughs or something. Yeah.
Reach down, lift up your nutsack.
Reach your nutsack, skid back your dick. Yeah, classic, bro. American Me is so fucking good too. Worship that film.
Yes, sir.
So we go to 1995. We're gonna stay in 95, and I already mentioned, but gotta talk about it. Tupac, Me Against the World.
Fuck
you know what I'm saying? I got to.
That's my brother. You see our list of them. We got a few things on there,
Yeah, man. Got that OG gold parental advisory. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking dope. Yeah, this is the Interscope pressing on Amaru pressing, but yeah, man, so many tears, temptations, young niggas I love. Like Easy Mo B's on here quite a bit, so you get some East Coast beats, but you get some West Coast shit too, like Heavy in the Game, young niggas. Lord knows got that West Coast feel. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
I love Fuck the World. This is his best album, man.
Produced by Shock G. Yeah.
Shock G is my boy. Yes, sir. Such a good fucking album. I love this fucking album, dog. Pac was in jail when this came out. Didn't get to see it blow up, unfortunately. But yo, 5 Mic classic. Pac, Me Against the World. Love that shit, bro.
Great shit, my brother.
Thank you, brother.
Next up is a top 3 West Coast album of all time. Streets is a mother. Corrupt.
Oh, shit.
Man. It came out the same day as Chronic 2001. I believe it's better than Chronic 2001.
Oh, man.
You got I Call Shots, Loose Cannon. It is. Okay. I'll tell you how it was. It was a December. That shit comes out. Chronic 2001 is phenomenal. I'm not saying it isn't. It is phenomenal. But the Streets was playing this. The Streets had this. BET, MTV was playing 2001. You had the White Boy. You had they making the video. They did MTV making the video. You had that. But the Streets was a mother. This is what you saw. This is what you heard at the bus stops. This is what you heard at the mall. This one had more love in the streets out here in Cali. We'll say that for sure because I was out there. You know, The only commercial song was "Who Ride with Us," which I hated the video. I thought the video was stupid, but the track is a banger still.
Love it.
Never Gonna Give It Up. Streets is a Mudder. That was a dope video. I Ain't Shit Without My Homeboys. You had a very young Crooked Eye on there. And then the bonus track, the bonus calling out names. Calling out names. Corrupt didn't give a fuck. He was calling anybody out. And Corrupt lyrical wordplay with some West Coast gangster shit. It is dope. Girls All Pause. Tequila Trilogy. Look at my boy Doobie. Rep that DPGC. That's right. Ho's a Housewife, which was also on 2001. But I like this version better because you get the little intro where he calls Dr. Dre and he does the These Nuts prank on him. So classic shit, right?
That was an epic release date. Not only did you get 2001 and Streets Our Mother, you get Corn Issues.
Yeah, Corn Issues and Bakersfield. I mean, Corn Issues was a big thing out here in Bakersfield, man.
That Phone Away From Me is my shit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Epic day, especially out here in the West Coast, man.
Fuck yeah. Oh, West Coast shit, y'all.
Yes, sir.
All right. Word. Shots Corrupt in the whole dog pound, man. Word. All right, man. So number 3, you can go back to Sacktown with 24th Garden Block. You can go with Brother Lynch Hunk, Season of Sickness, 1995.
Right. I was playing that shit yesterday. Hell yeah.
Woo! This album right here.
BK
I
all
bought
day.
this album back in 02. You already know. This album I bought back in 02. At that time, I was in a horrorcore phase. So anything horrorcore, I was buying. That's how I was able to get into like Doomsday Productions and, SIBO and all that shit. Man, I mean, the whole album is so fucking dark and gritty and gloomy and everything about it. There's very cannibalistic on. He's the Wild Buffalo Bill of hip hop, the Hannibal Lecter of hip hop. I mean, needless to say, so about eating baby nuts and all that shit, crazy shit.
And he still don't get canceled. That's right. And he still don't get canceled.
Yeah, I love it. I fucking love that. You know what I mean?
Baby nuts and guts.
Sick Made, Rest in Piss, Return of the Baby Killer, Look to the Brain, Lick Is Sick is my shit. That he dedicated to his cousin that died, that got killed. The Real Gangster, Dead Man Walk is my favorite song of the album. Welcome to Your Own Death. I mean, the whole album is so fucking dope. Apparently, this album was had some controversy. I think some kid killed himself back in like '96 or some shit like that. I mean, rest in peace to him. But I hate when people use music to use as a scapegoat to try to cancel these motherfuckers. Like, yo, it's art. Like, if that person killed themselves, like, or whatever, or they did whatever crime, he didn't get the whole concept of the song. Like, when I listen to gangster rap, it don't make me want to do shit because I've been around that. Like, it to me is more of an awareness track, but it's also entertainment. So you watch Friday the 13th, you're not gonna go kill motherfuckers. That's crazy, you know what I'm saying? But needless to say, Brother Lynch Hunt, Season of Sickness, 1995, Barry classic, hardcore classic. That's my number 3. Yeah.
I love that album so much.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Hell yeah. Did it just got re-released recently on vinyl?
Did it? I think it did. Yeah.
I don't know. I think it did. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
that's
It was a record store day release.
That and Loaded is fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
And I love Strange Music Lynch. I know Rick fucks with Strange Music Lynch. Dinner the Movie and all that shit. Man of
That
Election.
trilogy is the best shit to ever come out of Strange Music.
Thank you. Yes.
Best shit ever.
Early Tech I love too, but that Lynch shit, yeah.
I do like that song, Sit in That Corner, Bitch. That's my shit.
Sit in that corner, bitch. The production is the best he ever had. That's what's crazy. Yeah.
Big ups to Brother Lynch. He got something new coming out too, so get ready. He's supposedly he got some new investors, like all kinds of shit's coming out soon.
Nice. Okay, so number 3 for me, again, Bay Area, Spice One, 1870 wrote. 1993, me and Mike reviewed it at the start of the year, so we don't need to go too deep into it. But yeah, I mean, it's another perfect album. I think Spice One steps up his game tremendously over the first album. Love the first album; that's a classic in its own right. But I think 1870 Row is just better in every way. You got a mixture of producers on there. You got Ant Banks, the Ace Ski, and CMT on that. Blackjack. And just overall the album is fantastic. It comes out the gate with that ring a ding a ling, I'm called off, I'm in the stand with the motherfucking sword off. That's how it opens up, and you're just like, yes, you know what I mean, just ignorant gangster shit immediately. The second track, Dumping Them in Ditches, the main single, one of the hardest songs of all time. And I always say, like, how he was able to make a clean version out of that is just incredible. Spice One, the greatest of all time of cleaning up his lyrics. Obviously you got Trigger's Got No Heart on there as well, which was on the Menace soundtrack too. The Murder Show of MC8, that would be the first time those two collabed, and that would become like a historic, combination that you would see again throughout the years, and they would do albums together. I love the whole album. Trigger Happy towards the end. I mean, it's absolutely brilliant album. Love the grittiness to it. You know what I mean? It's definitely West Coast, but it's still got that grittiness to it at the same time. And I love it. I mean, with Spice One, you can't go wrong with the first 4 or 5 albums. I mean, they're all fantastic. So, but 1870 Row is currently my favorite. It used to be America's Nightmare, like Mike, but I've changed it. And I love 1996 as well. They're kind of like my top 3. I love 1996. I think that's a very underrated album. But 1870
that's my favorite
today. Yeah. 1996 was the first one I ever listened to. Yeah,
it's dope as hell.
Yeah, it's dark.
Very dark. Yeah,
Dirty.
Yeah, I was just gonna say Dirty Bay. That's my favorite song on 1996. Probably my favorite Spice One song. Yeah,
I ain't mad at that.
1870 Row can't go wrong with that.
It's my shit.
So good.
Yeah.
Ain't no love.
All right. Number 3. Cliche as fuck, but like I said, it's my list, and I can't leave this out. There's no way in fucking hell. Going to Non-Deuce. Dr. J, the Chronic. Gotta have the Chronic on there, boy. You know what I'm saying? It's just can't go wrong.
That's
with
my next one too, Mike.
Tag team.
That's my next. Let's do it, man.
Yup.
It's so fucking good. Like you just remember the videos. You remember, nothing but a G thing. Fuck with Dre.
That should have been the cover right there.
That.
Yeah.
It's hard as fuck.
Yeah.
Man, that picture go hard. Man.
It's so fucking good, man. You know what I'm saying? I love everything on here. My favorite song on here is A Nigga With a Gun. Just fucking gangster shit at its finest.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg shines so bright on this record that it made people just want the Snoop album. And next year you got it, November. Just love it so much. You know what I'm saying? Even the 20-Sack Pyramid is just epic. If you on skits, but I love that skit. You know what I'm saying? The day the niggas took over.
He brought a whole new crew that nobody knew.
Yeah, Death Row Inmates, man.
Gaz and Corrupt, Lady of Rage, other than, DOC helped him out, but nobody knew Snoop other than the deep cover stuff. Like, Dre didn't go reach out for big features. He didn't need nobody.
No.
He made something with some new people, which was, this shit's timeless.
Get the Zigzag Papers as well as the fucking album cover. So,
Man.
I'll let Rick talk about this. I'll just say one more thing.
Go ahead, brother.
This like I said, Snoop was shining on here. The other Death Row Inmates shining on here. Lady of Rage. But man, this is a timeless album. I'm not sick of this album at all. Nothing.
No, ever.
Not even that, but a G thing. Not even that. I love everything on here.
Like,
ain't nothing but a beast thing.
That shit was hilarious.
I was dead. That my girl shit, my nigga. I was dead. Then they showed the wrestler Sting.
Oh, I know that shit was funny. The Sting and Stung was even funnier, yo. That shit was classic.
Oh my God.
I love the way he kicked it off. That classic NWA, I don't give a fuck attitude. Where Snoop Dogg is like, we don't love Jerry. We don't love Easy. They were talking that shit. You a penguin looking motherfucker. And then he starts it off with, fuck with Dre Day. And they called out Uncle Lou, Tim Dog's bitch ass, and Easy E. They went after everybody. Like, I thought that shit was epic. On None But a G thing, there's a little subliminal at Ice Cube. I thought that shit was dope. You got Let Me Ride. I think Let Me Ride is just one of the coolest tracks to just cruise to. Just put it on your ride. And play it. Lil Ghetto Boy. The best intro on a track where he says, if I had to die for this little African right here to have a future, I'm a dead motherfucker.
Yeah.
And that was, filmed live at the riots in 92. All that shit was like from the riots right there. Mike even said, the 20-sec pyramid is fucking hilarious. A nigga with a gun, and he's like, Lucifer? Oh, you about to meet him. Boom, man, that shit. You can't go wrong. A masterpiece right here.
Yes.
Yeah, it's so good.
Rat-a-tat-tat.
Yeah,
Rat-a-tat-tat's my shit, man.
Yes, sir.
Stranded on Death Row.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it is. Like that shit.
Bushwick Bow, yep.
Bushwick talk that shit.
Chronic. 2001 came close, but there'll never be another Chronic.
Nah. And even there's a song called Mr. Officer, which was the original version of the Day Niggas Took Over.
Mm-hmm.
It's on YouTube. You guys can find it. Dope track. All right. Yeah, man. Dope pick, man. That album was phenomenal.
Yes,
the intro alone is, and to end it off with bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. Come on, man. Fucking dope.
Nuts and
all right.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man. Hell yeah. Number 2. You can go to CPT. Rest in peace to this brother right here, man. If he was alive, I think he would have been one of the biggest hip-hop moguls of all time. Just because of his genius and his way of scouting artists and having them in his record label and taking risks at that time. And that man we talk about is Easy motherfucking E. Straight off the streets of motherfucking Compton. I fucking love this album. Love it, everything about it. I know it's cliche, dark production. I know I always say that all the time, but it's just something about this album. It has like a horror movie feel to it. I mean, even the skits, it has like that paranoia killer type of feel to it. I mean, you got old school shit. You got Sorry Louie. You got Nuts in Your Chin, produced by KG, Naughty by Nature type shit. The motherfucking Real with MC Ren. That should have had a video for that shit. I'm sorry. That was so fucking dope. Hit the hooker heavy. Doom, 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 doom. Like, that shit was hard. Hell yeah. Fuck my baby's mama. I love that shit. That shit is so dope. My favorite track, though, Creep and Crawl. I creep and I crawl and I creep and I crawl. Creep, creep. I love that. And then, he gets at Death Row, What Would You Do with Dirty Red? That shit goes hard. Love the beat for that. And Gangsta for the Streets. Gangsta Beat for the Street. With BG Knockout, Drayster, and I think Naja Twile's on that song too. But yeah, underrated album. This album came out, I think, like January of 96, so like 10 months after his untimely death, unfortunately, in 95. I don't think he died from AIDS. This is my personal opinion. I think they murdered him. They killed him. This is my personal opinion. But needless to say, his legacy that he brought into the game, the influence from everybody, you know what I'm saying? And he's one of my favorites, man, from the West Coast. Even the Jerry Curls, everything, just his ear for beats, and you can't go wrong. And I know people are going to say, oh, he don't write his own rhymes, but it's his delivery. You know what I mean? So that's why, and he has a unique voice, and you can't get that. And I'm sorry, his son is whack. Like, he shouldn't be rapping. That's my personal opinion. But Easy, straight off the streets of motherfucking Compton, one of my favorites. My number 2. Yeah.
So Rick, I think you're muted, brother.
My bad.
Yeah.
2 of his sons are dope.
I like Little Easy.
That album he did with that Dillinger this year is fucking. That's one of my favorite albums this year. It's just fire.
Gotta peep that.
It's dope.
Yeah, so at number 2 for me, already mentioned, but obviously one of my favorite albums of all time, West Side Connection, Bow Down. Absolutely, just amazing album. Came out in 1996, obviously at the height of the whole West Coast East Coast thing. West Side Connection came together and represented to the fullest. Love the disc on there. You got the West Side symbol on the disc and all that. Yeah, just love the album overall. The production's phenomenal. You got Bud all over it, but a couple of beats from QD3 on there. You got Ice Cube beat. You got Binky Mac from All From the Eye doing the beat on there, and just banging beats all the way through. It definitely has that kind of nighttime feel to it for sure.
Yeah.
Obviously the title track's amazing. I love Do You Like Criminals? I love that song. That's so far. Got KD on that as well. You got the Who Banging remix at the end with all the West Side Connection gang on there, phenomenal.
Yeah.
Free Time Felons is amazing too. That beat from Butter is just
Oh,
unbelievable.
that's my favorite.
Some of my favorite like West Coast wines are on that album for sure. Just absolutely amazing. Cross the Mountain, Put a K, Inglewood, the South Central LA. Oh, absolutely phenomenal. I once knew this bitch by the name of Q-Tip. It didn't like this gangster shit, whatever it was. Yeah, absolutely phenomenal all the way through. They were all pissed, they were all angry, they were all at the top of their game, and one of the best super groups in hip hop, absolutely. And absolutely phenomenal. Bow Down, West Side Connection, 1996. That's my number 2.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right on, man. My number 2, go to South Central, 1991. Can't leave this off the list. Just had to make it. This album is phenomenal in every sense of the fucking word. Ice Cube, Death Certificate, man. Yeah, it's like a fucking movie, man. It's like a movie, bro, the way this shit is. You get the funeral, straight into the wrong nigga to fuck with, which I love. My summer vacation. Some Cali niggas go to St. Louis, they get caught up, steady mobbing, and just fucking amazing. My favorite song on here, and my favorite Ice Cube song of all time, A Bird in the Hand. I love that shit. Bird in the Hand is so fucking good. Black Korea, I love that. Really, really short, but it's just fucking raw.
Yeah.
Stop following me up and down the market. All your little chops so yes if you're talking. Like, you didn't give a fuck on here. You got Truth to the Game, which is great, calling out the sellout. Oh, yo, cooking niggas.
Love that.
Love that shit. Colorblind, got everyone on there. You got Threat on there. King T.
Yeah,
Cam's on that bitch, yep.
Dub C in the Mad Circle.
Dub C, yes, sir. And you got the scathing, vicious, no Vaseline to end the motherfucker off, bro. I absolutely worship this album. Everything about it, artwork, everything. It's a masterpiece. Cube converted to the Nation of Islam during this time frame, and my God, is this album good. 5 Mic classic.
Yeah.
One of my favorite album covers as well.
Yeah, Uncle Sam dead on that bitch, tag on a fucking toe type shit.
All right. Before I get to my number 1, I don't know if y'all know who 03 Greedo is. He's a West Coast rapper. My boy told me about 10 minutes ago he got murked out in Watts, but he was a snitch. He was a snitch, and he talked about Mexicans. So, yeah, from paperwork to a shirt, it's all good.
So he talked shit about Mexicans about essay?
Yeah. He has one line in the song where he said he robs paisas, street vendors. He robs them on the weekend, and that's when we was like, nah.
What?
And then allegedly he, because that's a big thing out here, certain blacks.
No, yeah, that's you don't. Yeah.
So he had joked about that one time, and allegedly, there is some paperwork out there floating that his name's on. So, oh well, he went from paperwork to a shirt, so it's all good.
Yeah, and he's missing essays. I love Mexicans, so he can rest in peace.
Yeah,
bong.
Yeah.
What's his name?
03 Greedo.
What's his name? 03.
Yeah.
R.I.P. to the real one, Bray Wyatt and Terry Funk, nigga. R.I.P. to them.
Yep. Yes, sir. So now when I go to my number 1, I've always loved this album, and I used to say that this artist had a better album, but over the past couple years, especially the past few months, I dig into this one a lot more, and I remember the time it came out. We're going, DJ quit. Rhythmalism. One flawless album. 16 tracks, not one bad track. Oh, my brother got it right there.
Yes,
Not
sir.
one bad track. The production is crisp. It's clean. It is amazing. The sound is just amazing. You know, so many ways with Peter Guns and Second to None.
My favorite song of the album.
Come
So many
on.
ways.
And
so
I'm not a
many-
big Peter Guns fan, but
He killed it.
he has a couple good singles out there. I give Peter Guns that. I don't like any of his albums.
Deja Vu, Uptown Baby.
Deja Vu
I worship
is
that
fire.
fucking song.
I will give always respect to Deja Vu. Hand in Hand, Down, Down, Down with
Yeah.
Mossberg. Rest in peace, Mossberg. Use a Gangsta, and I love that shit when he talks about the Biggie Smalls thing, because there was that rumor that he had something to do with it because they had some words before Biggie got clapped. You know, it is what it is. But he was rolling with Death Row at the time, so quick a gangster, man. Come on now, he a gangster. He's I wanted to go with Safe and Sound, but over the last couple of years, I gotta say this one is better than Safe and Sound. I love Safe and Sound.
I
Safe
agree.
and Sound. I'm not discrediting Safe and Sound. Safe and Sound, like these two albums, still both better than the Chronic. I put that out there. Yes.
Wow.
Don't know about that.
Yeah. I will put Safe and Sound over the Chronic any day. Yes. Yes.
Great album. I do agree.
I love Safe and
Like,
Sound so much. So I'm not kind of mad at that, to be honest.
Safe and Sound's amazing. One of the greatest disses ever and the greatest performance ever when he rapped the diss in front of MC8. You know,
MC8
man,
in New York.
Gangster, believe that.
Red rag on him and everything.
But yeah, believe that. And he had no entourage with him on stage. He was there by himself, like Quicker Gangster.
Treetop Paru.
Yeah.
OG for real.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I feel you, Rick, because I used to think Way Too Funky was my favorite until I listened to Rhythmalism more and more and more. Yeah, just like his progression over the years. Yeah, Rhythmalism definitely. But Way Too Funky is always gonna be a special part of my heart. But Rhythmalism, that to me, bar none.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Good pick.
I'm gonna bump that today.
Right.
I fucking love that album.
Hell yeah. My number one. You guys follow me on Instagram. You guys know my top three. So I obviously showed my two. It's my number one. Still on Ruthless Records. In 1993, Kelly Park, Compton side of things. Shock of the Hour by MC Ren, 1993. Man, this album right here. We all did an album review. I think about 4 or 5 years ago, right? On this panel, I believe we did. Yeah, 5 years ago. Yeah. Everything about this album, again, if you guys know, the original story of this album is that it was called Life Sentence, but him converted Nation of Islam, he scrapped half of the album, kept the first 6 tracks from Life Sentence, and he made new tracks to make it Shock of the Hour, where he started his more conscious shit, but his gangsta at the same time. Known for singles like Same Old Shit. Fucking love the beat for that. Love the video for that. See niggas pumping iron in the that's like Cali shit. That's real Cali shit. What's that other song?
Fuck What You Heard.
Fuck What You Heard. Thank you. Fuck What You Heard. Thank you. That shit right there. I mean, you guys, even the intro, 11:55 is fucking dope. It just sets the tone of the album. Like that beat reminds me of Mortal Kombat 2 for some reason. I don't know why. It just reminds me of that.
Same year.
All bullshit.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, okay. See? I'm not the only one. All bullshit aside, one false move. You want to fuck her. Mayday on the front line, which I prefer the album version over the CB4 soundtrack version. I don't know. I just like the producer in me, like the way it's arranged is different on the CB4 soundtrack. Or the video version, rather. I just prefer the album version. It sounds better. What else? Attack and Babylon. That's probably my favorite song of the album. Rhythm D on the production. Do you believe Mr. Fuck Up, where they pitched down the flashlight sample, but they made it sound so dark and gritty. Fucking love that. And Shock of the Hour. To me, Cam had the best verse in that song, in my personal opinion. That should have been a video for that too. Especially that line when he said, make the baby's hair turn gray. That shit, I'm like, oh my fucking god, that's crazy. Yeah, underrated album. Didn't really sell a lot, just because of the shit that he was talking about. You know what I mean? Because when people think of MC Ren, people want that gangster shit. You know what I mean? You got that, but you got the conscious shit too. They weren't used to that, and it wasn't really marketable, anyways. For the West Coast, so that was more like the East Coast kind of stuff. So, but yeah, MC Ren, Shock of the Hour, in my opinion, his best album, and yeah, that's my number one. So.
Nice, yeah. I love that album too. My personal favorite is actually his second album, The Villain in Black. That's my personal favorite.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I don't give a damn. That's my favorite song.
Yeah, that sounds fire.
Yeah.
I love that. I know it was the single, but Mad Scientist, boom, boom, boom.
Yes, yeah.
That's so far, yeah.
A great elephant.
Great Elephant, yeah, that's a great album. But yeah, my number one.
My bad. Go ahead.
No, it's all good. Mike already mentioned it earlier. Cypress Hill 3, Temples of Boom. I mean, it's just it's just absolutely phenomenal. It's just one of those albums I never get tired of. Perfect album to listen to on like a rainy day, or even obviously at nighttime. Perfect for that as well. Just so gloomy, so atmospheric. Really pulls you in. Got that spark in the morale to kick things off. Really draws you into this like misty, messed up, kind of atmosphere, and it's just really awesome. And then it obviously moves into the big single of the album, for your Set in the Air, which is an absolute banger. Stone Raiders comes after that, which is just sad, gloomy, and atmospheric, and the entire album is just so like dark. Be Real. We always say Be Real is one of the most underrated MCs of all time. And on Temples of Boom, he's absolutely flawless. Absolutely, amazing. Zen Dog isn't really on the album that much. At that time, he wasn't really. I know he left Cypress around that time as well. Briefly, he would then come back for the 4 album, but not a lot of Zen Dog on there. But it's mostly just Be Real, and absolutely body bag in every track. Funk Freakers, like you guys talked about earlier. Just love the kind of overwhelming feel to that song. You know what I mean? Nakote is absolutely amazing storytelling on that track. Love how it ends, of him getting killed. Last thing you heard was the fucking get humming. Amazing. Let It Rain, that doom 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 doom. Yeah, has that eerie kind of like carnival, like circus kind of vibe to that song.
Yes.
It's just absolutely phenomenal, and one of my favorite albums of all time, and it's my number one. So Cypress Hill 3, Temples of Boom, 1995.
Made my list, I love that album.
No love for Boom Beady Bye Bye, man. I love that song, man.
I love the whole album. It's my number one.
It's number one,
No, you didn't mention it.
No. Every honestly, like Make a Move, No Rest for the Wicked, the whole album. I love the whole thing. Yeah. Illusions, come on.
Having illusions.
That is xylophone at the start. Ding, ding, ding.
You know me, I love everything with that instrument on there. Everything with that on there. Well, Captain Final, they're not on my list, and I love them. No. Mac Dre, I don't know much about. I keep it a stack, but 40 and Short, I love, bro.
I love them all. I love all 3 of them, but they didn't make my list.
In a Major Way was on mine.
Yeah,
but I do got them In a Major Way right here. So
yep,
I listened to it. Sure. It's not top 10.
The one,
I had.
Good.
Oh my bad. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, good. No, good, brother. No, good.
I thought he was doing honorable mentions. I didn't know you didn't do your number one.
No, he still got to do his one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Number one, if you know me, you know what the fuck it is. Stogie Style, bro. What the fuck am I gonna do? Leave this off here? Yeah. Fuck you. Oh, let me be edgy and pick some fucking Bay Area nigga that I don't hear about. No, I'm picking Doggy Style, bro. This is my shit, man. childhood favorite. This is the G's up, nose down press. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. What else? Just amazing. Everything on here is good. Not one skip for me. I love everything on here, man. All the skits, fucking dope. Murder Was a Case, so fucking hard body, man. Dark, gritty shit.
I love that.
I love, serial killers, just fucking phenomenal. Pump, go hard as fuck, man. Come on.
That's my shit.
The shiznit, nigga just freestyling on the top of the dome with that shit, Who Am I? What's My Name? The big single, fucking fire. Doggy Dog World, ain't no fun if the homies can't have it. This fucking album.
Yes,
okay? Doggy Style, my number one West Coast hip hop album of all time. There you go, man. Doggy Style.
Dope
That's
shit.
a double OP.
I would choose that over Chronic. I would choose that over Chronic. Yeah.
It's very tough. It's a tough one between the two.
It's tough, but I'm gonna have to go with that. Yeah, that album. Oof.
I love Doggy Style. I can't help it, bro. That's my shit.
Yeah, great album. Made phenomenal debut.
Honorable mentions. Throw them out, brothers. I'll tag team.
You know what? On mine, I wanted to have Murs 316 on there. I love Murs. Phenomenal album from Murs. I got the vinyl just from Ninth Wonder. Ninth Wonder signed it. I do have the CD signed by Murs. Hopefully, I could get both to sign the other. What's missing. I wanted to throw some Cube on there. There's just so much out there. And then, people say the Bay Area. I'm a SoCal. I'm from Southern California, so I do love the Bay. Trust me, E40's in my top 5 dead or alive. Just didn't cut the list. Too short. Love Too Short. I want to throw in some Latino Velvet, Mac Dre. Rapper Gone Bad by Mac Dre is just a phenomenal album. There's so much out there. Sibo. I wanted to throw some Sibo on there. But it was only 10. That shit was rough.
Yeah.
That shit was rough, you guys. Dog Pound. I wanted to put Dog Pound on
Dog
there.
food.
I'm shocked y'all didn't put Dog Food.
Only had 10 picks.
Well, what do you want me to get rid of, nigga? It's like,
I don't know.
Only 10 picks, but there was just so, I wanted to put some South Central Cartel on there.
Mm-hmm.
And the one that really I had to remove was Music to Drive By. That was going to make the list.
Yeah.
It came close.
Word. I'll throw some out there. Hands down, these two could have made it. E40 in a major way. Too Short, Getting Where You Fit In, hands down. What's on my fucking head right now? In that way, Niggas for Life.
Okay.
I was thinking about Niggas for Life. MC Ren, Shock of the Hour. Caution, South Central Los Scandalous. Funk Doobie, It's Brothers Doobie, man. I just fucking love it.
Realm on there. That one came
Psycho Realm 97. Yeah, that's a good one on there too. So many. I could be all fucking day, bro. Any more bass shit? I'll be El Posse. Blues by Low. I fucking love that album so much.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? East Side is like Vod said, either one.
Yeah.
Self-titled or motherfucking Deuces and Trades could have been on there, So those are like the main ones I would say could have definitely crept up on my list.
How close was Exhibit Speed of Light? It wasn't that close, but it was a thought. And then I started digging in more to my collection. And I was like, but it was a thought. I love that one.
You got any other mentions? Florida?
Yeah, sure. I'll do some. Mac Mull, Untouchable. Be Legit, The Hemp Museum. Kelly Sale, Kelly Cali. There's loads, obviously. Sibo Tales from the Crypt was close for me. Raz Castle and Ice. Yeah. Young Lay, Black and Dangerous.
It was a lot.
Love that album.
Yeah.
Blowing smoke on the cover.
Jail Felony, What You Gonna Do?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Lovely's my shit. In my box. In my
And
Chuck
Chuck
Taylor.
Can you guys please do
for
your
me,
top 10?
Watch it, nigga.
Hey, you gotta rewind it, bro. You gotta rewind it, man. Sorry. Be on time next time.
But around it, bro.
I wanted to throw some like Shorty the Pimp. I wanted to throw that on there so bad. You know, I love that album.
So you want to be a gangster?
You know, other good shit like Tyler the Creator, Goblin, like fucking phenomenal album.
Yo, that Odd Future era was special.
Phenomenal, yeah. Woo. That came close. Tyler the Creator came close, you know, and I also not just go off. I mean, I love music, but the hype around the album, the feeling in the city when these albums drop, you know, just like if a Bay Area cat was on here, I'm sure it would have Mac Dre or some Filthy Rich or Burner, you know, all these other cats from up there, because that's what the city plays up there, you know, and I'm from down here. So it was going to be mostly LA artists. Well, mine was all LA artists.
You know who I love that I think is just as good as the 90s niggas to me? Mozzie.
Oh, yeah. See?
And fucking love that. A lot of that.
A lot of that was shit. I came close. You know, one of the realest gangster rappers there is, man.
Yes.
Fire, man.
I love that dude, bro.
You know, and then me being Mexican, I wanted to, you know, other than Kid Frost, I mean, I wanted to throw some Little Rob, Spanish Fly, Mr. Shadow, Night Owl, and all these other Chicano rappers that really affected the city big time out here. You know, but I only had 10 picks, y'all.
What's your honorable mention, Steve? Honorable mentions. Rick said one of them. Rhythmalism. I was gonna pick that. Way Too Funky, obviously. America's Most Wanted. 1996. We Come Strapped by MC8.
Oh, that's another one for me.
Yeah. You know, We Come Strapped. That shit. Like, I don't know how I did not pick that, but top 10, right? Ruthless by Law by RBL Posse. Hitman with Solo Creep. You know what I mean? But you know, again, I didn't want to be too obscure because, you know, scare people off. So I was like, you know, just keep it to one that I listened to a lot growing up, and those are the albums that I picked. So yeah, but yeah, those are my honorable mentions. I mean, I could go on and on. At the Speed of Life being one of them. Death Threats by MC8. I mean,
Real
Home
dark.
Invasion.
Just drive by music.
Yeah.
Section 8, though. Section 8, man.
Oh, that shit is dope. This
is fire.
Last Man Standing by MC Ren. MC8. Another underrated album.
Yeah, I was bumping that vinyl the other day.
You were talking about that.
Yes, sir.
You were just talking about that. And, yeah, dope album.
Hey, gentlemen, I don't mean
to cut it coming along.
Exactly. I got to run to football games about to start. I already pulled out the rules. I got to go cut them right now. So I'll get with y'all in the text message on IG in the group chat. I'll get with y'all in there. I got to roll right now. Okay.
Rick.
All right, y'all. My brothers. I love all y'all, man.
Love you too, my nigga.
It's fun, man. I'm sorry I had to rush out though.
It's all good.
All right.
It's all good. All four of us together. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We gotta do down south. We gotta do down south.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I already got the list already done.
Man, I got 7 of them, and I don't want to get to my 10. Like, I'm struggling right now, but we got to get to the south.
When is
R&B coming up too? R&B's coming up.
Yes, sir.
Not on a Saturday. It's gonna be like a Friday or something. So
I got my list ready for that one already.
My list is already done too. Yeah.
All right, gentlemen. I got to roll.
All right, Rick. Peace, brother.
All right, peace.
Peace.
All right. Yeah, man. 30 people came in this motherfucker at one point.
Much appreciated.
That's what's up.
Absolutely. Speak Cloud is back, bitch.
Cam, Made in America. That's another one.
Oh, yeah, that's another one.
Yeah,
absolutely. Battle Cat on that bitch.
Mad CJ Mac, all that shit. Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. True Games.
I'm a never again kind of guy with Cam, but Made in America is dope too.
Yeah.
Made in America is my favorite, to be honest. Voodoo. See, I got no Neo Soul on my list. I keep it a stack. It'd be too hard. Yo, Neo Soul. That's my shit. So I just kept it 80s, 90s R&B, early 2000s on that. y'all see it when it drop. But that being said, man, I'm gonna end this shit.
So,
Chop it up backstage for a minute and then bounce. But yeah.
no. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all this bitch nigga Speaking Clout Podcast is back, bitch. Thanks to the chat. Love y'all niggas, man. We out.
Have a good one.
Peace.